Hello students, today I am going to discuss Latin square design. Students, you have Latin CRD, completely randomized design, RBD, randomized block design, and LSD, Latin square design. For CRD, we will go for only row or only column. If it is RBD, we will go for row as well as column. Here in LSD, we will go for row, column and treatment. Okay, 3. So here, what are treatments I will tell you. Treatments are, suppose we have 3 treatments A, B, C. These are treatment students. When we make a Latin square design, it will be 3 rows because we have taken 3 treatments. We will take 3 rows and 3 columns, and this treatments will be written like this. Suppose like this: A B C and B C A and C A B. That means students, I want to say number of rows, in every row each treatment will come only once, and in every column also each treatment comes only once. This is the fact of it, Latin square design. In this theory also they are saying all these things. And students, it is an example of agriculture field also. And some more example I will give. This is applied in medical, psychology, education. All this experimentation we can do. And some of the facts of LSD are here. Some facts of LSD are: row, column and treatment are equal. This just now I told. Then treatment occurs only once. Every treatment occurs only once. That is the fact. And each row and column are complete in a box. And I comma jth position and jth comma ith position will be same only. 3 into 3, 4 into 4, that type of table only we can make. No, if it is same row, same column, means like that only we will do the calculation. Then here, two restriction design it will be. And remember this student, Latin square design, R into R it will be, say row R in column R, and treatment R it will be. So row wise and column wise it is R into R, LSD with rth order. And Latin square design letters first and first column, it will have standard form students. And students, there is the layout of this design I have shown you just now. If it is 3 into 3 R into R, 3 into 3, 4 into 4, it will be same. So this design I have shown you just now. Now students, just see the statistical analysis of it. So here students, see this once: Yij is equal to mu plus alpha I plus beta j plus gamma k plus epsilon ij. So students, this is alpha I, beta j, gamma k, row treatment error with row treatment and column. Row wise alpha, then column wise beta, then gamma is treatment wise, then alpha ij is the error effect. And students, always the summation of alpha I, summation of beta j, summation of gamma k will always be 0. And we are defining mu as general mean, then ith row, jth column, kth treatment for alpha, beta, gamma, and epsilon ij just now I have shown you. Then students, we will define this part as G is equal to Y dot dot dot. Just understand. Then R I is equal to Y I dot dot. Then C J is equal to Y dot J dot. Then T K treatment Y dot dot K always. Now students, understand this carefully. I am showing least square estimate. Okay, for least square estimate we have this formula: epsilon I j k is equal to this one. Now what is epsilon ij, students? We have epsilon ijk is equal to this one. Just get all these values to this side, we will get epsilon ijk. So epsilon ijk is equal to always this one. Now students, just put in epsilon ijk here, this value here, whole square. Then first we will differentiate with mu, then alpha I, then beta j, then gamma k. So whenever you are differentiating with mu, it will be dou e by dou mu is equal to 0. Once we differentiate this part, it will be what, students? It will be this 2 square is there, no, this 2 will come to this side and the coefficient of minus mu will be minus here. Then again put the summation to all of this. It is a summation of ijk, student. If it is summation of ijk, it will be to r square, it will be. That's why, students, we are writing in place of summation, we are writing r square. Instead of summation, we are putting r square here. Then here alpha I is there, no, one summation is there, so we are writing, instead of summation of ijk, we are writing summation of alpha I with r, then summation of beta j with r, then summation of gamma k with r. Understand this carefully. Then summation of alpha I, summation beta j, summation alpha gamma k, that is what, students? That is 0, no? Just now I have shown here, that is 0 here. So because of this, we will put all these values as 0. These values will be 0. We will be left with only the first two ones. Then we can put it as mu. Mu is equal to epsilon ij. Just get this r square to the denominator. It will become like this. And this value is nothing but, we will have y bar of dot, dot and dot. 3 dots. This is nothing but mu, students. Then, students, we will just do a dou e by dou alpha, then dou e by dou beta, then dou e by dou gamma. If you are doing by dou e by dou alpha, it will look like this. And always, students, if you are differentiating with alpha I, it will be summation of j and k, students. If it is beta j, it will be summation of I and k. J will not be there. So when you differentiate this, put the summation to this, it will be only r, summation till r. So that's why here in place of mu, we will write r. Mu summation, we will write r. And just get the alpha I value to this side and get this value here. Just get this to get this alpha I to the other side, you will get this value, and it is nothing but y bar of I dot 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 2 dots minus y bar of dot 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 3 dots. That this is for alpha I, students. Again for beta j, same thing, only y bar of dot j dot will be there minus y bar of dot dot. After all this evaluation, you will get this answer. Same for gamma k also. It will be nothing but this one. Okay, like this, students, it will be like this. So here, students, after getting all these values, you will be writing all that values for epsilon ijk. Epsilon ijk, you got all these values here. Then, students, how did you get this? Just see here, epsilon ijk value. I am showing it here. What is the formula for epsilon ijk? Epsilon ijk is this one, right? We will write this answer with this, whatever values we got for all this, we will write there. So we will get this answer here, epsilon ijk, and with these values. Then, students, we have the main formula. What is the main formula? We have this answer, this one. We will write that here with the answers. what are the answers we got for epsilon I? This epsilon value also we will get. So for this we will write here yijk, and this values mu plus alpha I plus beta j plus gamma k plus epsilon ijk. Here it is, here. All those values we will put. After that, just put square and summation to this. All those values you will get this value, and we will denote TSS, SSR, SSC, SST and SSE to all this. Then students, we can elaborate it. We will write total sum of square, row, column. All these values we can put for all. Just expand that words. Then students, we will write hypothesis. H01 alpha I is equal to 0, 02, 03 we can write for all. It will be rows does not differ significantly, column does not differ significantly, and treatment does not differ significantly. Then students, we will do ANOVA table. For ANOVA table, for source of variation, row, column and treatment, error and total will be there. Then for degrees of freedom, R minus 1, R minus 1, R minus 1, then R minus 1 into R minus 2, then R square minus 1. You need to remember this. Then for sum of square, it is row, SSR, SSC, SST. Row, column, treatment, then error, then total sum of square. Like this we will write. You have seen the full form of it just now. Then mean squares. For mean squares, students, just divide SSR by degrees of freedom, then SSC by degrees of freedom, then SST by degrees of freedom, SSE by degrees of freedom. Then students, for variance, just divide SR square by SE square, you will get this one. Then SC square by SE square, you will get this one. Then ST square by SE square, you will get this one. Now students, for F critical value, it is F of, what is the, it will be students F of this value, degrees of freedom, comma this one, error degrees of freedom. Again F of column degrees of freedom with error degrees of freedom. Again F of treatment degrees of freedom with error degrees of freedom. All these three are coming here. This and this. So students, if you have the calculated value, any calculated value less than this value, accept H0 for row wise. Again this for column wise. Then again same thing for treatment wise also. This value and this value. Just if this calculated value, if it is less than table value, accept H0, otherwise reject H0. Thank you for listening to my lecture. Please